Welcome in, creators. This is Shop Talk, episode 69. And we're learning how to activate the power of the community post. What does that mean? Well, let me tell you. We are learning how to use community posts. Well, let me put it like this. If you're using community posts just to announce your videos or your lives, or in this case, today's Shop Talk, we're going to really learn how to activate all of the power of the community posts. Because, friends, community posts aren't just announcements, they're not just billboards, they're signals. And once you understand that, you can use them to activate views without even uploading any new content. Stick with me because this is one of the most misunderstood tools on YouTube, especially for small or new YouTube creators. Welcome to Shop Talk. This is Kendi K all day. Thank you all for joining me. I'm always so appreciative. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you for being locked in. I already have that co-host link in the chat. Feel free to use it at any time. Let me go ahead and pin that so that friends can find it if they need to. And friends, feel free to continue to cross-pollinate by sharing out your channel link in the chat. And so good to see everyone. That lets me know that you are A-okay because we've got still lots of ice and snow and bad weather here in the country in the U.S. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for staying locked in. Pinning that co-host link in the chat and feel free to join me on stage at any time. This is Shop Talk, episode 69. It's all about community posts, learning how to get all of the power out of community posts as it was intended by YouTube. It's more, friends, than just a billboard. It's more than just announcements for your channel. It's all about building community and activating the full power of the post. So before we get started, drop in the chat. Let me know. Do you use community posts regularly on your channel? It's a yes or it's a no. Drop that in the chat for me. Do you use community posts on your channel? For me, it's a yes. Slim Jim, a long foot, says, yup. Brenda Huckleby, yes. Gemini Diva says, no, Kendi K. Thanks for being honest. You're in the right place at the right time. Gemini Diva 79. Thank you for moderating this stream, and as well to Lala, our high vibe and nutrition coach. Thank you for being a member of Kendi K's crew. And thank you for helping to moderate this stream. Yes, community posts. We've got some pros at community posts in here, but we're all in here to level up in 2026. Sandra James says, yes, I use community posts. We also want to welcome in Rebounding with Cheryl says, I am here to learn. Rebounding with Cheryl. You are in this episode of Shop Talk because I was over there shopping through and checking out your community posts, and you had some great community posts, not just one. I had to decide which one I wanted to use. So stick and stay. You're in there, friend. Sandra James says, say that again, please. Good morning, friend. Good day to you. I'm so glad to see everyone here. So glad that everyone is here. And so far, so good. We've got a great internet connection, but you all let me know if that changes. G2 Country Girl is in the building. Welcome in, friend. And we welcome in Heather Ray. Welcome back, Heather Ray. Heather Ray's Healthy Habits. And we've always got our good buddy here. He's that guy, Kyle Vlog. Welcome in, creators. This is the right place and it's the right time for us to learn how to power up our community posts so that we can get the full potential out of one of these key elements. Everything you need to fully monetize the channel is given to you free from YouTube. I repeat, everything you need to fully monetize a channel on YouTube is already given to you for free by YouTube. It's the truth, friends. So if you remember nothing else, remember this, friends. Community posts are not announcements. They're actually, well, before we get into that, let me say this. When we say community posts, we are in fact saying the same thing as posts. The former name was community posts. In 2026, they're now just called posts, right? But you want to remember that word community because the community post will help you to build a community of viewers. Some will be viewers. Some will be viewers who then decided to become subscribers. And some will be subscribers who decided to take the plunge and become a member on your channel. But still, they are your community because YouTube is with intention putting your posts on their devices. Let me say that again. Because YouTube is helping you to build a community by putting your posts and all of your content on their devices. That's how you build a community. Friends, I hope you're plugged in for this episode of ShopTalk. We're learning how to get the full power of posts on our channel. Activate, level up, and activate. We want to welcome in Brenda Huckabee and welcome in. It's our good friend, a berry walking exercise. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. This is Kendi K all day. Thank you all for being here, creators. Look at all these creators here leveling up in 2026. So let's do, y'all remember this game? They called it Two Truths and a Lie. At 50 years old, I think I can say that word, lie. But you know, as a child, we couldn't really say that word. Do y'all remember that? You couldn't really say that word. But anyway, I don't say it too much, but it fits here. So I'm saying it. Friends, we're calling this three truths and a lie. So I've got 4 statements there. One of them is a lie, and the other 3 are facts concerning posts. Remember that posts and community posts are the same thing. Tomato, tomato. Which one of these is the lie? Welcome in, D Bossway. Gemini Diva says community posts are a great way to let people know what's to come. I agree with that. We've got 3 truths on the screen, but one of those 4 statements is a lie. Which one is it, friends? Brenda Huckabee, welcome in, friend. Welcome in, content creator. Brenda Huckabee says that last one, Candy K, that's a lie. What say you, friends? D Bossway says posts are not announcements. Lala, I like your honest answer as a content creator. That's why the Content Creator Collective is here, because we all want to level up in 2026. Lala says, I'm perplexed. Yes. Sandra James says that last one sounds like the lie, Candy K. Brenda Huckabee says, posts or announcements is the lie. Friends, if you were thinking posts or announcements is the lie, ding, 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 you are right. It is a lie. And Barry says, Candy K, I don't know. That's why I'm here. I'm here to level up. Greetings to you, Mr. Barry and Mrs. Liz. Friends, let's look at the truths about the matter, okay? And I worded this carefully for the purpose of us having a discussion for growth on our channels in 2026. Posts are not just about announcing our next live stream or announcing our premiere or sharing out a link to our newest video. If that's the only way you're using community posts, then you're not getting the full power of posts. There's so much more than just announcing things on your channel. It's all about building community and helping the YouTube supercomputers determine who wants to see your content, your community posts, your long format videos, and your live streams. Community posts are not just announcements. They are actually how YouTube, meaning the YouTube supercomputers, I'm speaking about the algorithm. That's how the algorithm decides who to notify when you do a community post, when you do post new long format videos and live streams. The post gives them the directions that they need to help them align your content with viewers who want to watch it. So, friends, take a deep breath and blow it out. You really don't need to post every day. You really don't need to go viral. What you need to do is post, as in create community posts, and use posts intentionally in addition to creating long format videos and live streams. And you can grow your channel to full monetization. How do I know? Because I did it in just 6 months. using just my iPhone 15 Pro Max. So let's get into these slides, friends. Let's get into these slides. Thank you all for being here. Lala says, Kitty K, I'm on the edge of my seat. Welcome in, content creator, Simply Debbie Sue. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in, Life with T. There you are. Welcome in, friend. Look at all the content creators. Welcome in, Jerry G. Welcome in, friend. So here's the meat of the matter, friends. Posts, whether you call them community posts or posts bring viewers back to your channel because posts go out to your subscribers. If you're a monetized channel and if you have memberships activated on your channel, posts go out to your members, to your regular viewers, and to your most recent viewers who have viewed content, long format videos or live streams on your channel, plus your subscribers, plus your members. Posts, friends, they help to warm the algorithm before your lives. Drop in the chat and let me know if you saw one of my 2 posts this morning. Drop in that chat and share with us what one of those posts might have been about. One or both of those posts. I was pretty proud of those posts. Drop in the chat if you saw one or both of my posts from this morning. Welcome in. I'm trying to say your name correctly. I want to pronounce it correctly. Ozalyn. Ozalyn, did I say it correctly? Welcome in. Well, I know you're a newly married lady. Let's say that. Let's just say that. Well, please tell me if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Ozalyn. Oh, D Bossway says, I sure did, Kitty K. I love the one with you playing around in the snow. That was a members only post. So glad you caught that. And thank you, D Bossway. You are one kind human in the YouTube streets. Life with T76 says, Kitty K, I saw both of them. Yes. And yes, Lala, I had to update that Shop Talk time. Yes, because we are now on, what day is this now, y'all? We have been snowed in and iced in. So I did have to spend a few hours doing work for my full-time job this morning. So thank you for allowing me to change that time to accommodate my changing schedule. Ozalyn, did I say it right? I don't think I have it just right. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump over there on Sunday with you and Life with T for the book club. And then I can listen to you say your own name, and then I'll have it right. I enjoyed being a part of your book club on Sunday afternoon. Thank you for having me. Sandra, one of the newest members of Kindy K's crew, says, I'm not going to lie. I saw that quick fun post in the snow. I did a special post just for my members, the members of Kindy K's crew. The first 48 is what we're calling them. Friends, community posts can really help you to get new viewers on your older content. Friends, think about how much content. And of course, I'm only really talking about your long format content and your live streams, because those are the watch hours we need to be looking. We need to mind the business that's going to lead us to monetization. And it is just the watch hours, minute by minute, the watch hours on our long format videos and our live streams that are going to help us reach initial and then full monetization. And you know, after that, it's monetization and beyond. Friends, your posts, your community posts Your posts are going to help you send signals to the YouTube supercomputers. Before you premiere new content, it's going to push traffic back to some of your older existing content that probably needs a boost in views. It probably needs a boost in views. It's not that you're creating bad content, but we've got to get the viewers to see it. Community posts do just that. Because when you create a community post, you are telling the YouTube supercomputers, the algorithm, the all-important algorithm, these are the people that should be receiving my impressions, my thumbnails on their devices. Plus, if you become more savvy with how to create a better post or a community post, and some of you are really quite savvy already, D Boss Way, you are in this episode of Shop Talk as well. Some of you are already pretty savvy with posts and community posts. And we're going to be sharing some of the strategies. And so stick and stay and join us as a co-host. Come on up on stage or just continue to chat it up in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and drop my channel link again. We've got friends needing... I keep forgetting because I keep reverting back to how I used to say your name. Ozalyn, that doesn't sound right to me. Ozalyn, they want you to drop your channel link, friend. They want you to drop your channel link. So put those same two little bitty words together, just like I did them. No capital letters or anything like that. Lala says beyond. Absolutely. Friends, we are staying connected. I love to see that. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. So, friends, what we've got here is we've got 4 types. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Okay, yeah. We've got 4 types of posts. 4 basic types of posts. And Kim J's Sweet Healthy Life, friends, she's got some great posts out here. She already has some great posts out here. So she's doing the things that YouTube gives you the ability to do for free. Why aren't you using them? And now, after this series on powering up the power, activating the power of community posts on your YouTube channel, you're going to get more views. You're going to get more traffic on your content, and you're frankly going to get more traffic on your posts. So here are the 4 main types of posts. You have posts that come in the form of polls for your viewers and subscribers. You've got posts that come in the form of image posts that mainly show an image. That's the meat of the matter. That's the main part of the post. It's not a poll. It's just an image. You've got text-only posts. And then you have posts that can contain a URL link to content on YouTube and to content away from YouTube. And I hope 99% of the time that if you're linking to content, I hope you're linking to your own content, your long format videos, your live streams, and your what? Your playlists. I'll say that again. I hope if you're linking to content in a post, I hope you're linking to your long format videos, your live streams, but even better, to your playlists that contain that long format content and your long format live streams. Playlists can house live streams and videos and shorts too. but not too much on those shorts. We're going to mind the business that's going to lead us to and through full monetization. And that's our long format videos and our live streams. So friends, let's look at two of these today. We're going to look at two of these types of polls today. And then the next episode, we'll look at some more. And then, of course, we're going to get some live demonstrations, and so that you can learn all of the strategies so that you can activate the full power of community posts. We want to welcome in Mary's live journey. Welcome, friend. Mary, I saw a notification because I've got my bell to be notified to receive every time Mary goes live, every time she posts new content. Yes. And that notification said that you converted your coach tablet or folio or something into your 2026 content creator planner or something. Tell us more about that in the comments, Mary. And welcome in, friend. Welcome in. So, friend, the post that Kendi K likes to create most, I use all four. You use all four, Kendi K? Yes, I use all four types of posts. Because in addition to using these four types of posts, you can mix and mingle them as well. I can create a poll, but then also include a link back to my favorite playlist. I can create an image post and then still create a link or add text to it. So these are the four main, but then you can mix and mingle. You can add sprinkles to it. You can add raisins to it. You might even add some golden beet juice to it. Lala would like that. Shout out to America's High Vibe Coach. Friend, polls make you a triple threat. When you use polls in your posts, it makes you a triple threat. Kendi K, what are you talking about? Well, it gives the viewer, your viewers, a high interface. HI, high user interface. That means a poll, they can visually see what others are thinking in reference to your poll question. They can see it. It's what they see about you and your content, what you put in the poll, what you used as the poll question. They can also see how many people voted on that. And not only are they getting to see visually with their eyes, they're not just getting a high user interface, they're getting high user engagement, a high user experience. Friends, have you not noticed this in the YouTube streets? That when you use a poll in your community post, look at how many more users engage with your content. The more they engage with your content, the more the YouTube supercomputers and the algorithms inside of those computers that are positioned all over the world, the more they get signals that, these are the specific people who need to get Barry and Mrs. Liz's walking exercise for your health. Their content, or Slim Jim Longfoot's content, or D Boss Play's content. Try it. I double dog dare ya. Try it. Create a post about anything, but I hope you're going to create a post about some of your older content, or maybe some content you're readying today to go live, go public today or tomorrow. Create a poll about it. Because the more you line up and ensure that your viewers have a high user interface, what they see is visually pleasing to their eyes. And the more you ensure them a high user experience, I guarantee you're going to get higher and higher engagement on your channel. Not just on your polls, but on those long format videos and those live streams that you were clever enough to put a link to. Friends, let's look at these creators that I am being intentional to share. One of them is Real Journal Talk with V. Real Journal Talk with V, she had this poll recently on her channel. What motivates you most to stay consistent? What motivates you most to stay consistent? Friends, let's be real intentional here. Let's be real intentional here, because this is Shop Talk. This is creators supporting creators. So what I want you to do, friends, Candy K is going to drop this in the chat, Journal Talk with V, and I am going to give you a link to her post, because we want to push traffic over there to Real Journal Talk with V with intention, because this is a great poll question for Shop Talk anyway. What motivates you most to stay consistent? If you have a growth mindset, go ahead and use that link. And let's go over there and let's answer this poll question, not in Candy K's chat. I want you to answer it over there by taking advantage of that wonderful user interface she's created with you. Look, she's got emojis on every one of those poll options. She's created a great user interface. And she's offering you a great user experience. You can share your thoughts. Sandra James says, done, Candy K. Thank you. Life with T76, it says, I'll do it too. Thank you, friends. Not only can you use ChatGPT to create the poll, remember, we used AI, the free AI, otherwise known in the YouTube studio as Ask Studio. You can ask it to create your poll questions. And I use both, Cheryl, to get right down to the meat of the matter. I use both. And if it's not quite right, you can still use the ideas and create your own poll and your own options. Lala says, I like emojis, Candy K. And so do users. So do viewers. They want people see with their eyes first. What are you going to have for dessert, madame? What are you going to have for dessert, sir? And what do they bring? They bring a whole cart of desserts to your table. That's the same thing you're doing on your channel, friends. You're creating a high user interface so they can see your content. You're giving them a menu, so to speak. And then you're giving them a high user experience because they get to engage. They get to select in your poll. I love a good poll in a community post. Absolutely. Y'all, if you want to really get, I'm leveling up. I'm telling you now. I've got my core crew. That's my first 48 members of Kendi K's crew. That's my core crew, and it's crew with a K. I'm leveling up in 2026. So you better join me as a core crew member in 2026. We're going places. We're moving up. We are leveling up in 2026. And then I'm also sharing a poll. Has your doctor told you that you need to lose weight? Look at all those comments on that poll. 37 people voted, plus a 30 hitting the like button. Friends, it's creators supporting creators. When you're over there with Real Journal Talk with V, please be sure to also hit her like button. She's a great content creator in these YouTube streets. I'm over here right now. I've already, not only did I click, I clicked my vote on there, and then I also just hit her like button, and I dropped down and dropped a quick comment. Would y'all do that for me, please? Do that for me, please. We want to be intentional to be creators, supporting creators. And friends, I'm telling you now, after this live stream, if you have created a poll, please come back and let me know in the comments on this video on demand, on the replay of this episode of Shop Talk. And who knows, you might be featured in the next episode, because the next episode of Shop Talk, we are continuing this timely discussion on how to activate the power of community posts. So if you're doing community posts and you're not getting the views and the engagement that you were looking for, that you see happening on other folks' channels, that's what we're focusing on this week for Shop Talk. Is you've got to get the strategies right. First of all, you've got to use them, and then you've got to use them in the right way. So let me put Real Journal Talk with V. I'm putting her link to this community post so that she can see, oh my goodness, look at all of this engagement. And friends, we want to shout out Kim J's Sweet Healthy Life. Which one of these polls is she using? Which of the different poll types is she using? Drop that in the chat. Gemini Diva says, click that like button. Appreciate you, Gemini Diva. Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. Mrs. G, I'm a little bit behind on my contacts, friend, but I will be getting you this week and responding to you. Grace, please. Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. Welcome in, friends. Fully monetized content creator. She's not new anymore. She's true to it now, y'all. Fully monetized content creator is Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. It's a 10 out of 10 experience over there, y'all. It's a 10 out of 10. I love. Now, we were just talking about high user experience and high user interface, or what she does in her live streams, and the high engagement that she creates in her live streams in the comments. Oh, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So take a look at Kim J's Sweet Healthy Life. Look at her post. Which one of the posts did she use? Did she create a poll? Is this an image post? Is it a text only post? Or is it a link post? Which one did she utilize? Or it could be a combination of both. I'll tell you that. Which of the 4 types of posts did Kim J's Sweet Healthy Life use? This is her post. She's thanking her 412 subscribers. And y'all, I'm here to tell you, she's got around 600 subscribers on this day. So if you're not connected, check out her content. And if you like it, you know what to do. But she's got one. She's got a lot of. Yeah, I don't have my glasses on. That's part of the problem today. She has got about 52 like buttons. This was a really good post. What kind of post was it? Yes, Mrs. G says it's an image post. It absolutely is. Look at that beautiful image. She's got an image post, but she added some text to it. Pro. She's a pro at it, y'all. Pro tip. What else could she do? I would link back to some of my content. My long format videos. I will provide a link to my long format video, one of my live streams, or even better, to a playlist. Yes, Gemini Diva says, oh, that's an image post. Yep. Marriage Life Journey agrees. Image post. Yep. Yep. And friends, let's talk about image posts. Speaking of image posts, we want to feature other content creators because y'all, I've been checking out your content. I've been checking out your posts. And we want to present D Bossway. D Bossway, it's very small for me inside StreamYard, but D Bossway is celebrating 25 years with husband, their anniversary, their 25th wedding anniversary. So drop in the chat, please, and type 25. And friends, this was a cake created by her own daughter for their 25th wedding anniversary. When they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, y'all, a picture is worth 1,000 words. You've got that bridal buttercream frosting, which really takes me back because, you know, my mama made wedding cakes as I was growing up. It was the family business. She made wedding cakes, anniversary cakes, custom birthday cakes, all of it. And ain't nothing like that piped buttercream. Ain't nothing like that piped buttercream that you only get that level of piping on a wedding cake or an anniversary cake, if you know what I know. You know what I'm talking about? It just tastes good. It's just sweet, like 25 years of wedded bliss. So let's put 25 in the chat for D Bossway. And what a great image post for you. Do you see how she's using the image and the text along with it to build community? Share a little bit of insight for her regular viewers and her subscribers. And she's so close, y'all. She is so close. Soon here, I suspect she's going to have members on her channel as well as she approaches monetization. Friends, you can too. What a great way to take advantage of an image while also building community using your posts. Share a little bit of insight about yourself. That's why I gave that great funny to my members. Oh, I loved it, y'all. I couldn't even, it was so difficult for me to post it and get it into YouTube Studio and tag it for members only watching, because I was just cracking up the whole time because I knew my members were going to enjoy that so much. Let's take a look at Rebounding with Cheryl. Y'all, Rebounding with Cheryl. Yes, our Rebounding with Cheryl. A member of the Content Creator Collective. Look at her image post combined with text. Combined with text. She's thanking 7,000 subscribers. Candy K, you mean to tell me that Rebounding with Cheryl, who we see in the chat, chatting it up with us, Rebounding with Cheryl, a member of the Content Creator Collective, has 7,000 subscribers? Yep, she does. And check out Candy K. Candy K is sticking her toe in the image polls. A clear and compelling image, friends. A picture is worth 1,000 words. So you'll use let's text because folks would much rather visually see the concept with their eyes versus having to read too much text. Think about it. If you're a person of a particular age like me, you know, Kitty K is 50 and fabulous, but I can't do very much at all without those glasses. D Boss Way says, just Kitty K. I watched that members only. And I'm so glad you did, friend. Yes, we have so many wishing D Boss Way 25 years. Wow, what a great milestone for you and your husband and for your family. And for your family. Thank you all. Y'all, this episode of Shop Talk is brought to you by PoundCakeExperts.com with 50 gourmet flavors of pound cake, including sugar-free, vegan, and gluten-free options. Visit PoundCakeExperts.com. Ooh, I know that's right. Yes, you have turned Sandra into a believer about that rebounder. I love to see that. I love to see that. Look at how creators are supporting creators. We see D Boss Way saying to Cheryl, congratulations, Cheryl's on 7,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Cheryl. You have been working hard. Thank you for being a member of the Content Creator Collective. Thank you for sharing with us, and thank you and D Boss Way for these great image posts, creating a sense of community. She's thanking her community for being locked in with her content. I love your shirt. I love the blue. I love your rebounder. Love it, love it, love it. And friends, let's go ahead. Y'all, if you have any questions, we're coming back. We're going to stay on community post for the next episode of Shop Talk, and it will be a demo and the sharing of strategies and the sharing of more strategies. We've had some strategies already today as we talk about community posts, but let's take some time now and let's do our channel parade, friends. I do our channel parade with intention because, you know, we're all about letting the good times roll as a member of Candy K's crew, and that's crew with a K, in the spirit of the New Orleans social clubs. They believe in working hard, but playing harder. But their work is all about spreading joy and doing good works. In this case, in the YouTube streets. So we have worked so hard to curate our content, and we've worked so hard to prepare channels that are warm and inviting and colorful. And we created all of those beautiful thumbnails, and I want to make sure that the world gets to see them. So this is just Candy K being Candy K and making sure that we are shouting out as many content creators as we can. So here we go. Check out Moonjaro Journey with Pam. Yes, look at these channels. Yeah, I want you to see them. I want you to see them. I want you to go over to Manjaro Journey with Pam. And when you get there, let her know that Candy K sent you. And check out what kind of mask is that she has over the way over there on the right. Yes. So warm, so inviting. And this will give you some ideas as a new and a small content creator. When was the last time you zhuzhed up your channel page? Here's the low carb queen. Shout out to the low carb queen. What I know about low carb queen, y'all, her channel is growing and she now has two, yes, I said it, two fully monetized channels. Two fully monetized channel. Check out the low carb queen. And we've got Lala, the high vibe coach, member of Kenny K's crew, and a top commenter for Shop Talk. Thank you for being here. Lala, America's high vibe coach. We've got Michelle's Mirror. Michelle's Mirror. Thank you for being a member of the Content Creator Collective. Thank you for joining us and for being a member of Kendi K's crew. We've got Chip Lowe. Thank you for being a member of Kendi K's crew, Chip Lowe. You're in there, friend. And you also should know Chip from the Are You Locked In movement. And it is a movement. All you've got to do is get connected and stay connected. Thank you for making use of those custom emojis, Mrs. G. Thank you. Amy loses it. I'm trying to group our channels kind of by niche or adjacent niche. And so we're starting out with some of the GLP-1 community. And some people, their content falls within several niches, and that's okay too. How else are you going to figure out what you like to do in the YouTube streets unless you try it? See how much traction you get. Have fun. If you're not enjoying the experience, is it a lot of work to grow your channel? Absolutely. But you should also be enjoying the process. And if you're not, you're doing it the wrong way. D Bossway, welcome in, friend. We just looked at D Bossway's image post. Great image post there. Thank you for being a top commenter, and thank you for being a member of Kendi K's crew. We want to welcome in and thank Crazy Kid 949. Monique Poe, another member of Kendi K's crew, also helps to moderate this stream and a top commenter. She's a member of the basket community and great supporter. If Monique Poe visits your content, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We want to shout out again Tiff's Take. She has been putting out great content, and the views she is getting on that critical content, trying to help other small and new content creators not make some of the missteps that prevented her from getting, they denied her initial monetization. Y'all check out her content and watch those videos all the way through and let her know that Kendi K sent you. Simply Sunshine Moments won our January grand prize for crew members for the month of January. And we've got Joshua Sickles, top commenter on this channel. We want you to take a look at Poetic Tears, member of Kendi K's crew. And I believe that Poetic Tears has reached monetization and just waiting on everything to cycle through, meaning it takes like 5 to 7, sometimes as long as 10 days for them to do their initial review of those watch hours. And it requires 3,000 watch hours on your long format videos and your live streams in the past year, the past 365 days, and at least 500 subscribers. And so we believe that she's reached that level of monetization, and we're just waiting on it to cycle through. So any day now. And friends, there she is. There's the low carb queen herself. We just looked at your channel page. Low carb queen Anthony Holmes is 71. He and the D-Bossway do music and support content creators in that way. If you're interested, check out D-Bossway and Anthony Holmes is 71. It's simply Debbie Sue. Check out these channel pages. They just speak so highly. And I want to make sure, as small and new content creators, I want you to get a feel for what you can make your channel page look like. Get yourself some ideas. Get yourself a color scheme. That alone will add continuity to your channel page. There's Broke But Bountifully Blessed. She has reached monetization. Congratulations, Carol. Model Lorianne. She's graduated. She's reached full monetization on her channel. And it's our good friend. It's hashtag that guy, Kyle Vlog. We want to thank crew member Mary's Life Journey for being with us here today. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for being locked in. Glad to see you, Mary. And Doses of Shani. Doses of Shani was out walking, so weather was okay in her community, but she was talking about some serious subjects yesterday. I appreciate your transparency. Doses of Shani. We're so glad to have you. Gemini Diva, I love that. Look at these creators supporting creators. Mama L'Oreal is in the building. Well, I am glad I am rolling back up. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you. We've got Jelly Bean, also a member of Candy K's crew, part of the first 48, the core crew. We're calling them the core crew, and it's crew with a K. Another one of our homestead or chicken life channels is Chicken Explorers and JC Calamity Jane. Y'all, I'm now a chicken nugget over there on JC Calamity Jane's channel. JC initially reached initial monetization just last week. Congratulations to you, JC Calamity Jane. We want to honor Brit Family Fun, who reached initial monetization. Congratulations, Brit Family Fun. And it's coffee, no cream, and that's cream with an E at the end. And also Belt Loop 29. Great content creator, has also helped me to host ShopTalk. Thank you. A Brooklyn Beauty TV. Great thumbnails there. Check out that channel. Big content creator with over 4,000 subscribers. And y'all is little old Candy K all day. This channel, she's small, but she's mighty, because we are all members of the Content Creator Collective, and we are, my friends, are better together. You all, thank you for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop those in the chat. We have a few moments for questions. I appreciate you all for being here. Yes, Coffee No Cream, because we have two Coffee No Creams. One is a podcaster. Her name is Erin. And then we have Coffee No Cream with an E. She mainly does shorts. She is documenting. She just wants to leave a legacy for her children and her children's children. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So she mainly does shorts. And I love that for her. Great supporter to all of us in the YouTube streets. Y'all, remember, if you do create a post, do one of the posts that we've talked about, a poll, an image post. You can just use comments, but add some emojis in, so that folks, that users and viewers will have a good interface, because everyone sees with their eyes. Or you can do a link. You can add a link to your post. And friends, probably 90% of the time that I create a post, I am linking. Well, probably 100% of the time, I am linking to my long format content, my live streams, or to one of my 51 playlists. Yes. And with that being said, I thank you all for joining me. Next episode, we're doing a demonstration of community posts, how to create them, how to get ideas to create them using AI, of course. And we'll be featuring other creators like you, members of the Content Creator Collective. So if you do have some great community posts, let me know on the replay, and I'll pop over and check you out. Thank you all for joining me. Oh, yeah. It's that time again, we shine again. Thank you for the music, the boss way. It's love, it's life, it's every day.
Candy K all day, morning like coffee in hand, making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit steady. We find our joy in the everyday. Keep it real, that's the only way. For the love and all you make. From meal preps to dreams that play, we glow up in our own way. We live it, we vibing. Good food, good love, we